Welcome to our space where the mysteries are being revealed. Now walk with us as we explore tithing and first fruits together. Over the years, I've learned to verify what I'm being taught from the scriptures, and this has proven invaluable. I encourage everyone to do the same, as many teachers today don't seem to be studying as thoroughly as they should, or sometimes at all. Why is this important? When I examine the popular teachings of today against the Bible, many fall short, to put it mildly. Take, for example, the concept of first fruits. Let's explore what the Bible actually says. First fruits. The institution of first fruits is explained in Exodus 13, verse 2. Sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whatsoever opens the womb among the children of Jacob, both man and beast. It is mine. Exodus 13, verse 10 further clarifies, Thou shalt therefore keep this ordinance in his season from year to year. Purpose of first fruits. Exodus 13, verses 14 to 15 provides insight into the reason for first fruits. When your son asks you in the future, What is this? You are to say to him, By the strength of Sonini Nanini, we were brought out of Egypt, from bondage. When Pharaoh resisted, Sonini Nanini struck down every firstborn in Egypt, both human and animal. As a result, all male firstborn animals were sacrificed, and firstborn sons were dedicated but redeemed. The passage shows that this command involved presenting both male children and male animals to Sonini Nanini. In Deuteronomy 14, verse 23, we see that the firstborn of animals were used to tithes also, along with farm produce. Thou shalt eat before Sonini Nanini, thy mighty one, in the place which he shall choose to place his name there, the tithe of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thine oil, and the firstlings of thy herds and of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear Sonini Nanini always. So every year at different feasts, the firstborn male of the herds and of the flocks were sacrificed, according to the number and age of the animals. Other passages, Exodus 23, verse 19. The first of the firstfruits of thy land thou shalt bring into the house of Sonini Nanini. Thou shalt not see the kid in his mother's milk. Please note, the first of the firstfruits, and not all of the firstfruits. Rather the firstfruits that ripes on the tree. Not all the fruits ripe at the same time, leaving you with much to survive from. The purpose of the first fruits offering is quite significant. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 20. Explains that the priest would wave the firstfruits with an offering, and that the firstfruits also belongs to the priest. Numbers chapter 18, verses 12 through 19 goes further, noting that the best of the oil, wine, wheat, and other offerings were given to the Levites for their service in the tabernacle. Misunderstanding in today's practice is, unfortunately, quite common. It's clear from Scripture that first-fruits offerings were for the Levites, who served in the tabernacle, and not all the fruits from a tree, just the first ripe ones. Today, there are no Levites among us, yet some churches have adopted a first-fruits practice where congregants are expected to give their entire paycheck as the first-fruits offering. This isn't biblical at all. For example, if you've just started a job and borrow money to cover initial travel costs, then give your entire first paycheck as a first-fruits offering, you're left with nothing. That's not what Sonini Nanini intended. He didn't command anyone to give all they had, leaving themselves with nothing. It's an unhealthy practice, and nowhere in Scripture does it support such extremes. Tithing, dues, and its purpose. Now let's turn to tithing. Numbers chapter 18, verses 20 to 21. Sonini Nanini spake unto Aaron, Thou shalt have no inheritance in their land, neither shalt thou have any part among them. I am thy part and thine inheritance among the children of Jacob. Behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tenth in Jacob for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. They had no inheritance among their brethren, so the other brethren supported them. The Bible outlines what we should tithe with. Produce from the land, animals and grain, as stated in Deuteronomy chapter 14, verses 22 to 29. It also says that tithing should occur every 3 years, not with every paycheck, as stated in Deuteronomy 26, verse 12. And I quote, When thou hast made an end of tithing, all the tithes of thine increase the 3rd year, which is the year of tithing, and hast given it unto the Levite, the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, that they may eat within thy gates and be filled." End quote. The real purpose of tithing. The Bible clearly states that tithes were for supporting the Levites, the fatherless, widows, yourself, and family, not just the Levites. Deuteronomy chapter 14 verses 22 to 29. Even the Levites would pay tithe from which they received from the children of Jacobi. Numbers chapter 18 verses 26 to 32 outline this purpose. It reads, "Thus speak unto the Levites, and say unto them, When ye take of the children of Jacobi the tithes which I have given you from them for your inheritance, then ye shall offer up an heave offering of it for sonini nanini, even a 10th part of the tithe. And this your heave offering shall be reckoned unto you, as though it were the corn of the threshing floor, and as the fullness of the winepress. Thus ye also shall offer an heave offering unto sonini nanini of all your tithes, which ye receive of the children of Jacob. And ye shall give thereof sonini nanini's heave offering to Aaron the priest. Out of all your gifts ye shall offer every heave offering of sonini nanini's, of all the best thereof, even the hallowed part thereof out of it. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, When ye have heaved the best thereof from it, then it shall be counted unto the Levites as the increase of the threshing floor, and as the increase of the winepress. And ye shall eat it in every place, ye and your households, for it is your reward for your service in the tabernacle of the congregation. And ye shall bear no sin by reason of it, when ye have heaved from it the best of it. Neither shall ye pollute the holy things of the children of Jacobi, lest ye die." So even the Levites pay tithe, a contribution for the priest. Which of the pastors today pay tithe? Unto who would they pay tithe? Think about that for a while. Another misuse of tithing today. Today's practice of tithing often misrepresents the biblical instructions. The tithe in Scripture was farm produce, animals, and grain. Things that could be shared and eaten by yourself and family, including the Levites, the fatherless, and the widows. It wasn't about money collected each week or month. The Bible is clear about what to tithe with, and when to pay tithe every 3 years, and who should benefit from it. Yourself, your families, the strangers, the widows, orphans, and the Levites. Now let that sink in. With everything said, have you and your family ever benefited from the tithe or first fruits you've given to your church? If not, consider whether this is aligned with the Bible's instructions. Should this practice continue? Personally, I don't think so. Furthermore, they are not Levites, so they don't have a right to it. Yourself, your family, and the needy should be partaker of your first fruits and tithe contributions at church. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and comment. See you next time.